Hey, good day, everybody. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. Now, before I begin here, I just want to thank everybody real quick for continuing to tune into my channel and watch my videos. Now, before we get too far here, obviously we're in Matthews, Indiana, which is a small town located in Grant County. The closest metro area is going to be Fort Wayne, which is Fort Wayne is 60 miles. Matthews is 60 miles southwest of Fort Wayne. And as far as it goes for close by smaller cities that will have most of all your basic amenities, within 25 miles of here, you got Marion and Muncie. Now, as far as smaller cities that are a little closer in, within 11 miles of here, you got 11 miles southeast of here. 11 miles northwest of here, you got Gas City. And also 11 miles northeast of here, you got Hartford City. So those are going to be the places where you would go if you're in need of many of your basic amenities. Because this is a super small town. The population is only 494 people, down from 596 people back during the 2010 census. Now, as of the 2020 census, the population has declined by 17.1%. So quite a few people have moved out. And kind of like what I've mentioned on my video that I made yesterday I forgot give me 1 second here. Fairmont. I'm going to assume that some of the same reasons why the population in Fairmont has declined applies to here. Now, to my knowledge, Matthews was never a industrial town like Fairmont was. Now, as you guys saw at the beginning of the video, there looks like there was a building that has been vacant for some time, and the roof has collapsed in. Now, I'm not sure what that building used to be. Anyone that lives here in Matthews, drop a comment below. Now, it's very possible that could have been a small factory. It kind of looks like it could have been a former factory. But drop a comment below for those of you that know what that building used to be. And maybe this could have been a ex-industrial town. I don't know. But anyways, it's losing people at a rapid rate. Now, Matthews was founded in 1895 and named in honor of Claude Matthews, who was a governor here during that time. The town was located near the center of Trenton gas field. This town was, of course, a part of the great gas boom of Indiana that happened during the late 19th century. Due to the central location of this town, it's somewhat centrally in Indiana. There were talks about them taking Matthews and turning it into the new state capital rather than Indianapolis being the state capital. But these ideas were abandoned in 1903 when the gas field was depleted. So when the gas supply in this area dried up in 1903, they decided to keep Indianapolis the state capital as opposed to turning Matthews into the state capital. Now the New Cumberland. Now they do talk about New Cumberland, which is a village that is by Matthews. And as I was driving, I was thinking I would see like a community with a fair amount of houses and, you know, typical stuff that I'm used to seeing in many villages. But when I crossed over the Cumberland Bridge, I didn't see much of anything other than a bunch of open land and a couple of houses. But anyways, New Cumberland, that is by Matthews, is a village that was founded in 1833, that is accessible by crossing the Cumberland Covered Bridge that was built in 1877 over the river. The bridge is 181 feet long, that used to be named the New Cumberland Bridge. This bridge was built by a man named William Parks. This bridge made the National Register of Historic Places in 1978. Now, like I said a second ago, I don't know if I misread when I was doing my research, or if there was actually a village called, let's see what this village called. If there was actually a village on the other side of Cumberland Bridge, I mean, maybe it used to be a village, and many of those houses since then, and many of those houses way back whenever may have been all tore down and turned into farmland. I mean, that could have been the case. Or two, maybe I didn't drive far enough. I don't know what the situation was. But if there's actually a village called New Cumberland, and it's actually a village and there are houses there and all that good stuff. Now, I looked up New Cumberland online and I didn't even see such a thing online. So if there's something I missed, for those of you that are familiar with this area, drop a comment below. But I didn't see anything. So I'm assuming that there could have been a New Cumberland village at some point, and I'm just guessing it just the houses got torn down and turned into farmland, and that's what I saw when I went over on the other side of the bridge. Now, median rent prices here are $530 to $1,120 a month. Median home prices are fairly low. They're $79,000. Now, there's not a whole lot of houses that are currently for sale here. Now, there is a modular home that's for sale. It's starting out at $53,000. So housing prices here are, you know, they're fairly affordable. I mean, you know, this is one of those type of areas where, you know, if you do remote work, or if you don't mind driving a little bit to get to basic amenities and driving a little bit to get to work, for those of you that work regular 9-to-5 storefront type of jobs, this could be a good little place to call home. I mean, there's a lot of properties out here that do come with a fair amount of land to where you can have your own, you can start like a little homestead or something of that nature. I mean, there's plenty of places that are out towards the countryside where you can buy a house. Some of them are fixer-uppers. Or, of course, you can live here in town, which is a nice, quaint town. I mean, it seems quaint, low-key. I mean, crime is very low. And there were only 2 reviews on Niche about it, and both the reviews were 5-star reviews, so I didn't even bother to bring that up to read. But I would say for the most part, this town is self-explanatory. What you see is what you get. It's a nice small town. And that's all I gotta say on this one. Alright, folks. Again, I thank every last one of you for tuning in to another video. I mean, my channel's been growing. It's been doing, it's been growing at a rapid rate. So I appreciate that. I thank every last one of you for the growth of my channel. And on that note, stay safe. Have a good one. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.